Yo, yo. The past 2, 3 years, I have been learning AI like a mug. I have got literally about 3, 4 certificates in cybersecurity, AI prompting. I've just been going through Coursera. I have successfully built about 4 to 5 current active clients, and then I have actually successfully been doing classes. So at the end of every month, inside the lab in Compton 1001, our city barbecued and coffee. I be host a consultation for businesses. So I basically show them how to actually use AI, how to prompt them to a way where they're helping them automate processes instead of just providing resources, which is still giving them work. So my name is Darvis. I got you with the tips, and let's get it, baby. I began this journey by 2012 when I thought I wanted to create apps. It was very difficult. Not saying it was hard or impossible, but imagine myself trying to create an app back then. It would take me 10 times as much time, team, money, and effort to get going. Now, in the past 2 to 3 years, we have AI to help you. So it helps you write the functions and it could create everything for you. Now, if you know a little bit of development or even just a little bit of application development, or even just, let's just say cybersecurity, understanding the way port, folders, and functions work, you'll be able to create different AI agents, which is way different than how everybody use AI, especially how everybody just be on ChatGPT, just typing in questions, getting answers. They may get a little bit better at ChatGPT instead of asking them a question. Say, hey, may you generate me a application so I can submit for this interview. The point is you're still creating work for yourself. It doesn't matter how, if, but, or what you do, you're still creating work for yourself. You're going to have to go and edit. You're going to have to put human touch to it. You're going to have to review it to make sure it doesn't look like a bot because now you have AI readers. They can know if you're submitting things that was completely AI based. People are creating websites just based off prompts instead of based off agents and understanding the flow, the workflow, how things work, how systems, data, back end, front end, and routing works so they won't come into many errors. The point is, an AI agent is something that instead of you providing a prompt to get resources to help you fulfill a task, it knocks that out the way and actually automate the process for you. One huge example is I landed my barbecue client because he had a huge issue with doing invoices. Invoices was a lot of money coming in. They're doing catering, so you get a lot of different places you got to cater to, a lot of orders and big orders. Once they did an invoice, the most hassle thing is writing the invoice. Got very annoying and tedious. But one big thing is losing money because he say, she say, didn't write it, wrong errors, I didn't put this, et cetera, because you're manually inputting it. My goal was, what if I can take that off your hands? Prevent the error of you losing money and I can help you with that. He says, well, how are you going to do that? Well, what if the clients fill out the invoices? Instead of you filling out the invoices or taking calls or them having a call and submit an order in, do you have to write it, then submit it back and forth, and then you guys are mishearing or writing different things or et cetera, that's causing, for example, miscommunication or making more food than required or missing food that they asked for. What if you put the reliability and accountability on the consumer? So when they order something, they can be completely accountable, they can edit, they can fix anything, and then you're not in trouble for it. For example, miscommunications on a phone call. So we implemented this process. It's much different and it flows nicely. And it also helps them with having to completely write everything from scratch. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, he's not writing everything from scratch. They're not dumb. People aren't stupid. They're using AI, like I said. They're using AI to help them write the invoices. But guess what? It's still AI. They're using prompts to help them alleviate a task, but they still have to do the task. They still have to do the manual edits. They still got to do the call. They still got to do the scheduling. But what the AI agent would do is all of that for you. It would do the scheduling. It would do the calls. It would do the appointments. It would make sure that when a client submits an invoice or an order for a selected date, you're able to edit it in real time. So you both are on the same page, get the same goals, and you guys can execute exactly what is being asked by the client. So I save them money, I save them time, and I save them an expense. There's just three things that a business can ask for, and that's why AI agents is much better than just using AI as a prompt. Now, we're going to go over some of the tools I use every single day. First of all, get your GitHub. That's like number one. Make sure you get that bad boy going. That's mandatory. That's where you can have your repository, your projects. You can share it with different people. You can upload it, you can import it, export it, you can put it to your local device so you can go ahead and edit that way. You can private it and public it so you can share it with people and they can put their advice. Second thing is honestly, you can actually pick any AI program that's now. You got Lovable, Cursor AI, you got Claude AI, you got Builder, you got UX Pilot, you got literally millions of AI. You got Boat, you got so many AI projects right now. It doesn't matter. Pick a project and just get good at it. The thing is, all of it costs. So depending on how well, I can't even say how accurate you are with the prompts because now they're not even going based off how many prompts you do. It's going off based off the workflow. So things are costly, but I recommend you go ahead and get Cursor AI. Any of these programs that are literally $20 a month, get started. Very easy. Just have fun with it. One huge thing I recommend is to get into Discords of whatever app you choose. If you use Cursor, Lovable, GitHub, whatever the case is, I want you to join their Discords. And me, for example, I'm inside the Lovable Discord. I love that so much. They gave me literally over 5,000 credits to teach these classes. So shout out to Lovable. I'm in the Discord a lot. Shout out to all the team in there, and we just be chilling there, making literally anything. So if you guys see me in there, pop up and like, yo, I came in a video. What's the deal? The cool thing about all of these AI projects and simply just AI programs is they can alleviate a lot of stress, right? Everybody knows that it's very easy. But let me give you another example of the difference between typing in a prompt of, hey, I want to create a shoe store so I can sell for drop shipping, compared to, hey, I'm generating a dashboard for our admins and our users that's going to be the production of a shoe store company, right? Those two phrases are different, and you're now creating a different store plan. Another cool thing is understanding the back end and front end of all of these programs. The front end of basically all of these programs and the back end is a whole different thing. So understanding if you're creating or talking as far as database, as far as front end, as far as back end, as far as authority, as far as API, or even just simply just routing, all of these things matter. One FAQ that everybody had in my first class was that they would just run into the era of they weren't getting the same results as other people. Well, you don't have to be a complete web and application developer to understand this, but I do recommend taking classes so you can understand the foundations of what's going on. Once you can get the foundation, all the routing can be much more simpler. And instead of you creating pages based off, hey, can you create me a store that can make $1 million? You're now generating PRDs that would set the tone of every AI agent for different aspects, which is essentially your workflow. Instead of just jumping in and just providing prompts to try and create the best app, you create the workflow so they can understand what they're referring to every time you refer to a different section, whether it's starting off with the back end, which is going over how people authorize, log in, sign in, add their tokens, allow notification if you want push notifications, all the way to the front end to where what people see, the UI, how they feel, how the experiment goes as far as when they log in, when they get that email to confirm that they have successfully made their account, when they finally decide to purchase a subscription, is it going to have some cool enhancements or animation, or just going to be a simple third party system to where it opens up like a Stripe system, right? So all of these matter. So all of this is pretty cool. I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys stay tuned for some more. But yeah, most importantly, there's a big difference between just AI prompting and AI engineering. Stay tuned. We're going to make tons of videos at the end of every month. We're going to be doing classes live, well, in person live. I'm going to try and do in person and live as well. So it's going to be awesome. And stay tuned for the date. Let's get it, baby.